The Imperial Guard of France is on the march in this NTW3 historical battle as we recreate the Battle of Ratisbon here today, or also known as the Battle of Regensburg. But yes, the Guard is here in this one. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this battle. We've actually tried to do this battle quite a few times. But yeah, finally we have got one that, you know, you could say is a reasonable replay. So I'm looking forward to this one, that is for sure. It's a battle, yeah, I've been wanting to try to do for ages, and we are here at Toulouse, which is sort of a fairly good depiction of Ratisbon, which is a walled city. So there are no sort of like walled cities in NTW3 that you can really use, apart from like obviously actual forts, which aren't then really cities. But yeah, it is a historical battle here today. As usual, we are not depicting the actual like sort of like result. We might get a different result. So when I say, you know, that in history this was a French victory, it might not necessarily be a French victory here today, as the first shots of battle already fired by the Voltigeurs of the line. The French lost around about 1,500 men, and the Austrians lost around about 9,000. It's parts of the it's fought in 1809, so it's part of the 1809 campaign, where you've got like Aspert, Essling, and Wagram as well. So yeah, it's got some it's part of a very major campaign, and it's actually quite a famous battle because it actually is the sort of the making of Lannes as a core commander. Lannes in his past, before he was sort of like, you know, cherry picked by Napoleon, was actually a grenadier, and in this battle, after like the French basically had assaulted the walls like multiple times, and like Lannes' men refused to like go up a fourth time, Lannes like grasped the ladder that they had been scaling over and shouted angrily at his men, "I will let you see that I was a grenadier before I was a marshal, and I'm still one." And he like after saying that, he like starts to climb his ladder, and then he gets like manhandled off the ladder by his aides, and eventually his men, out of shame, go back over the walls, and they actually claim Regensburg, or Regensburg that time. So yeah, it's certainly you know, an influential battle for Lannes, and you know, the making of him. And already we have grenadiers going in. You know, these these actually Davout's corps, but you know, Lannes is here as well. But yeah, I imagine these are Lannes' grenadiers going in, being shamed by their commander. And it looks like, yeah, they're finding a little snicket to go between here, and they are going in amongst some German infantry. There you go. But yes, if you're enjoying the NTW3 action on the channel and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment showing support, guys. It really does help out the channel. And if you want to send in any of your own NTW3 battles, feel free to send them into my Discord. The link is down below in the description. Yeah, looks like, I mean, there are quite a few redlining units here. These grenadiers are doing absolute God's work right now, or France's work. Another grenadier unit going in. I do like the grenadiers from this sort of like era, sort of like with the red chateau. I don't know, it looks really cool. It's just very simple, but it looks really nice. I don't know what it is, but yeah, they are already being broken. There are the Austrians. They've lost 3 units. This one probably will go as well when this line infantry here goes into Dubists. There you go, they've been routed. But yeah, we have Davout this one. I think he might have been in this one historically. I'm not entirely sure. The French commanders are sort of like listed as sort of like Lannes and Napoleon and Davout. So yeah, Davout was also there. We also have Eugene over here as well. He's kind of just providing mass. Eugene was busy at this time historically in Italy, but we have his corps here just sort of so there's a bit more mass available and a bit more hitting power for the French, because Davout and Lannes kind of lacking a little bit. Lannes is actually over here at the moment with the Imperial Guard. The Imperial Guard has already gone into the city, and they have Napoleon himself here as well. He's waiting in this town, so he's trying to fool the Austrians right now that he is not actually there. He's like, his guard is over there, but he's like here, and that's like trying to throw off the Austrians. So I think the guard might be able to be seen now. In history as well, Napoleon was actually wounded in battle at Ratisbon. There was a small caliber artillery piece, something like maybe like a 4-pounder, like the artillery shrapnel hit his left foot and actually wounded him in this battle. So it's actually, you know, one of the few battles that, you know, Napoleon can go down as sort of like being wounded in battle. Got artillery from the lands already firing, dueling with the Austrian artillery here. And it looks like Austria's infantry coming forward there, deciding to fight outside the walls here. Well, outside the city, I should say. There's no walls at all. A bit outside the city. There is not a lot of space for the Austrians. They are pretty much set up, ready to go. They haven't got maybe the outer suburbs, but I don't know if they wanted them necessarily. I mean, they've got a pretty good killing ground here behind this wall as the French come forward. And the French are going to have to assault this before they can even think about attacking here. I mean, if the Austrians did this right, and like try and force the French on this little corner here, can force them towards their own infantry here, or push these guys forward as well and smash from 2 different directions. But we'll see whether they can do that. The French have already, by the way, stormed this half of Ratisbon. They're already across here, and a building has been captured. They've managed to capture this house already from the Austrians. They are storming across, and the French are mowing down. Look at this. This has got to be a war crime. The Grenadiers here just mowing down these retreating troops. Make sure they stay gone, I guess. We have a pretty nasty line fight getting underway over here. Grenzers for the Austrians are firing. Doing their bit. We've got skirmishes as well, and artillery pieces here as well. I mean, the French have got a good amount of cavalry with Eugene. Eugene's corps is, you know, pretty solid for cav. I've got the Dauphinois, and we also have the Gros Hussars, a big cavalry unit there. It's got to try and, you know, make them useful. I mean, it looks like these Legere are kind of winning their fight. It seems like they're winning their fight against the Austrians here, the Legere. I mean, they're just fighting like skirmishes. They've got a bit of a tree line to the Austrians, that might be giving them some cover, but yeah, it seems like France is winning this line fight, which is what usually you can do with like units like the Doges, the cousins of the Emperor. He's also got the Les Bourtines. They're all pretty solid. These line infantry on the flank, though, these line infantry of Normandy, not so much want to have a line fight, really. They're the combat loose, but they also are in a column formation. They might need to, you know, just spread out a little bit more, but I think they're also getting focused down by artillery, which is their real problem. This line infantry here really needs to push forward just to try and harass that gun. And yeah, looks like the job done and taking this half of Ratisbon. Really, the problem is now for the Austrians over here is that they have to actually re-assault Ratisbon themselves if they want to recapture this half from the French. I mean, they could obviously do it nicely in the sense that they could sandwich the French between sort of the defenses here and then also the French on the other side over there. Nothing just yet getting underway. Cav fight now getting underway over here on this flank as we have the Guard here, the Guard cavalry, the Chevalier Servants, who are going to win their fight there. What's this going in? Chasseur Cheval. Fighting against Uhlans. Yeah, they have lost out there. Have the French. And then Ingo, the Chevalier Servants there again, losing that fight. That's surprising, but I guess it's a Lance unit, and actually it's still the Hussars still alive. So yeah, the Cav fight there, not going in favor of France, but it doesn't matter. Cav's not going to be needed inside those inside the settlement there, and actually another Cav fight has been lost on this side here by the French by the looks of it. Yeah, the Austrians got a bit of a jump on us, and they actually managed to get a good charge off. The Dragoons and Chasseurs are all being routed there, and now we're going to need some of the Gros Hussars to the flank. But at the same time, we're trying to concoct a sort of an assault here towards these guns. Get rid of these guns, and then we should help wrap up the remaining Austrians here. But really, we don't need to like deal with these guys. We could just get inside if we wanted to. Looks like the Belgians here of Eugene. They're just gonna, you know, be dueling with these Austrians across the river. And looks like, yeah, a bit of a line fight's been going on. This artillery piece here, this 8-pounder, actually trying to shell up the hill towards the Austrians there. I feel like they should probably just be shooting the Austrians ahead of them. Might be more of a concern. But now with no Cav, these French units here, they are certainly in a bit of trouble. They need to be careful. We've got Carabiniers here, Legere. They could be a real problem for the Austrians. They're a grenadier unit and also a very good sort of like a line infantry unit, or light infantry, I should say. shots from the Austrians on the way there. What is going on the other side over here? Nothing just yet. Here we go. Here's the assault onto the guns. Grenadiers going in, trying to deal with these guns. And these Uhlans here. They're going to rout those grenadiers. Whether the Uhlans going to continue, we'll see. It looks like Voltigeurs Combines going in here. One of my favorite units for France. There you go. They've been routed pretty easily there. And yeah, unfortunately, no dead really made it fall into the Austrians. There was a pretty poor assault I could have done with the Devou's Grenadiers now arrive, and another Grenadier here could have maybe gone in. I also needed this infantry here maybe to make a commit towards this line, but instead it's just kind of stood its ground here. So Devou definitely maybe could have given it a go. I mean, looks like he's winning this line fight, to be honest. Yeah, definitely could have given this a go, I feel like, but it looks like Devou's not going to go in with the Grenadier now, or he's setting up the Grenadier. Just going to stand in front of the guns, and that's his problem. Form square, so he's okay if a cav charge comes. So that is it. You can see now that I think the call for a retreat has been made. We don't need to carry on fighting on here. It's not really actually going in our favor at the moment, and this is a 2v1. This Austrian player is doing a decent job holding back. And you can see some of these line infantry here. Our son is like Udenos, the Duke Easters. They're not holding. And the Guard has gone in. Here we go. Trillier Grenadiers leading the way. And their Grenadiers as well. The Guard has gone in. They go after one unit, and then the thing is that they rout one unit, which they inevitably will. The unit behind is obviously very upset because their friendlies are retreating. Use their Grenadiers, fighting down the walls. Very good idea. You can see that the Lancers now coming forward with the provisionals. He's just got to send those guys in. Provisionals, they're just conscripts. Their lives don't matter. Send them in. Send them in. A melee fight over the walls is what they need, and the Guard as well. You can see the Grognards waiting. These glorious banners of the Guard. Oh, they are beautiful. Trillier Grenadiers here waiting. Don't fire! Don't fire, boys. That's all you need to do. I mean, the Guard now needs to link up with Eugene and with Devou and try and both rush this bridge at a similar time, and they can certainly unlock that there if they do that nicely. Looks like a building's been reduced. I think the French might have got out there okay. There's a lot of dead French in here as well. My gosh, yeah, they've been focused down, I think, by the artillery and infantry there. Not looking good at all on for that state of affairs. The Cav here retreated. Looks like the Les Ferrons, they managed to hold their ground. The Trilliers and Poe, helping out. But they are, and the Cav here going in for a flank. It looks like they also hit a square unit in the Laguerre. The Carabineers just retreating. But here comes the infantry of the Austrians. They're getting countercharged now by Grenadiers. And just general line infantry. And Austria obviously excels better in a line fight than it does in a melee fight. Carabineers actually recharged. I don't know whether they should have. And if they should have, it seems like there's too many units blobbing up in here. They need to be a little bit careful. I mean, it's kind of okay at the moment, but we do need to be careful. Redlining Austrians there. That's not helping. There you go, some routing Austrians. Fresh ones now arriving. They're going to go in amongst these line infantry here. They are just provisionals themselves, but they got a bit of a volley off. Oof. And here we go, another Cav charge coming in. I mean, they know that the Les Ferrons can form square, but they are nowhere to be seen. In fact, this is also unsquareable here. They give you one. Causing all sorts of problems here. And it looks like they are going to redline and probably rout almost immediately there. You can see the Guard making progress. The provisionals should probably go in and just help sort of cover and allow these Guards to rest up. The Grognards fighting in tiny little streets down here. What are you doing in here, fellas? Get out of there. These tiny little streets are going to be no benefit to you. A assault has been made on the bridge. Eugene tried to go across with the Les Belges. They have failed. Another assault will have to be made. The Guard are getting closer, but they're not yet close enough. The Grognards are now in the fight. Yeah, those grognards there. They're veterans of multiple campaigns. They aren't unfazed. Well, I don't know. Maybe they need to be. They're down at 33. Another Trillier Chasseur going in a healthy one. They've kept some of these guys in reserve, it seems. Some more Trillier Chasseurs here, healthy unit. I guess, well, the Trillier Chasseurs are built more for shooting than they are for melee, but they're still good. Napoleon's on the front lines now. Hopefully he doesn't get hit by a cannonball here today. The 90E Normandy need to be careful. They are getting chased down. Get out of there, boys. Get out of there. And I think more assault. Another assault by Eugene across there by the Les Belgiers. Failed once again. Now we're seeing Grenadiers of Davout giving it a go. By the way, Eugene hasn't got any Italians. That was one of the rules that was set. So they couldn't bring a single Italian unit. It had to be all French. I didn't actually state that at the beginning, but that is the case. And there you go. The Grenadiers made it across. They broke through. Both positions are getting shattered by the Grenadier charge. Now they just need to flood this area with men. The Grenadiers here, the line, to get them across. And these Les Belgiers get them across. Just flood this area with Frenchmen. And the link up with the Guard can happen very, very shortly. Looks like some more of the Eugene's Corps getting chipped away as it retreats. The steady retreat that's forming here. We are using like these Leger as the rear guard. They are, well, they're pretty decent in shooting. They're the only thing that's able to compete with the Austrian lines, and they actually some of them can form square, which is also quite a nice matchup for the Cav. But mostly Cav now for Austria is gone at this point. This is the problem for the French, is that they are getting battered by artillery from this side of the river, while also being shot at by infantry. It's not really a sustainable spot to hold here. These Volkswehr Combines not done so well as they have in previous games for me, like Sacile, but they are still doing okay. I mean, they're like pretty much like a Grenadier unit in a sense. And what is going in here? Oh yeah, here we go. The flood has begun. The Belgians have broken. But there is Grenadiers in here from Davout and Eugene. And chaos is starting to erupt on the streets of Ratisbon. Fight outside the city is still going on, by the way. Austria actually looks like he could be doing an okay job here. It seems like he's wrapping up quite through these Frenchmen. More Grenadiers here holding the line. Lands, you know. He said that famous line at the beginning. He's like, was once a Grenadier, and I can be again now, basically. But that's definitely not how it went. How I said it the first time. It was more how it went. But yeah, you know, saying how he was such a Grenadier. His Grenadiers are failing him here now. Look at that. Yeah, both units actually have Grenadiers being routed. That is sad to say. I think he was running about 3 or 4 Grenadier units. So hopefully he's got a few more. With Provisionals over here tying down some Austrians, while the Guard and also Davout are starting to link up now. I think they have actually linked up. Yeah, there's Guardsmen now appearing on this left-hand side of your screen, all over on this side here. Davout and Eugene are actually breaking through. Yeah, here are the Guard. Very nice, very nice. A bit of boys. There you go, Leger actually doing a decent job. The Cousins of the Emperor, they actually are pretty decent, I think. And they're being rushed across. I don't know why these guys are over here. I think it's because the rear guard is, yeah, the rear guard is being basically taken apart. We're trying to get as much out as possible. We have artillery actually set up here as well, Italian artillery. I don't think it's, well, not Italian, sorry, it's French artillery. So we aren't allowed Italians. This artillery here, I don't know what it's really covering. It's not got anything to shoot at. I think it was set up here just in case we couldn't get across. I guess I could turn it around maybe in preparation for when the Austrians arrive, but yeah, they are on their way. The Gros Hussars is still over here, by the way. It's still healthy, 86 out of 102. This needs to be careful, doesn't get shot at by Austrian artillery here. There is Austrian artillery waiting. A building has been captured as well. What has been captured? Oh, the town centre. They've already got to the town hall. Very nice. And now the French can use that to pour fire onto the Austrians down here. The Cousins of the Emperor have broken. It doesn't matter because the Grognards are in the building. You can see here, Austria might, well, semi-victorious, but Lanz has sort of, you know, managed to hold on. I'd say that they kind of held on to the lands for a bit. He's still got some grenadiers over here, thank God. And the Carabiniers, which is a grenadier unit as well. The Lance held on. Definitely has been very bloodied up, though. And he's now pushing on now to sort of dealing with the remains of these Austrians here. And you can see that the French are very much across. They're trying to get more and more across. We're trying to like slowly withdraw troops from this side of Ratisbon, and we're trying to get them across the river. The objective, of course, is to hold Ratisbon itself. So, I mean, the town centre is kind of like that. Like there's that point. But get ahead, be careful. Don't shoot your own men. Don't shoot your own men. There's Bocatines and the Ladoges now. Cousins of the Emperor. Holding the line. Hold the line. They're losing slightly. I mean, they are getting 2v1'd, I guess. By Grenzes and other Austrian infantry. Looking glorious, boys. Looking glorious. And what we've got here, Chasseur Cheval. We've got an infantry as well, and also some dragoons. Yeah, the Gros Hussars. They do need to be careful. I think it's infantry shooting these Gros Hussars. They do need to be careful. They don't just get focused down and killed. I imagine these units in the back form square. And yeah, it looks like Eugene and Vu have some infantry that are re-rallying. Maybe we can reuse those to sort of cause a problem from this side. But again, look at this. The retreat's been called. The Guerre is trying to run for its life. It's provisional infantry here. I think it's causing it being a rear guard. And we're seeing horse artillery wheeled across. Incredible stuff. I don't think my artillery is going to make it, but we'll see. There's not really any fighting actually taking place at the moment. The initial assault from France has worked. Now Austria and France are kind of like both just working out where their line is going to be in these streets here. Obviously the main Austrian threat is actually still on this side of the river. It's actually still here. Again though, they need to be careful. Yeah, this Gros Hussars just getting focused down, my gosh. Sad to see. This gun is firing, it's just, you know, not set up properly. And there's probably Cav. I think there's still an Ulan over here, still, yeah, sniffing about, and there it is, routing that Chasseur Cheval. Really, that should have been the time now for the Gros Hussars to go, but yeah, they're getting focused down. Look at that red lining. Eesh, they need to be careful they don't get routed here. Still getting shot at. It's incredible. I mean, yeah, it wasn't actually that useful having cavalry in this one. Did not need it at all. Once we stormed so early into this suburbs out there, we didn't really need any cav. We kind of achieved our objective. But here we go. More line infantry getting across. The horse artillery even did, for Davout did get across. Mine is stuck in the river. Eugene's gun here. I don't know why they decided to not just go across the bridge. Instead went through the water. If anything, you're just destroying the gun by doing that. You're just warlocking it. Looks like Lanz is now, well, he's still in the middle of running down some German units here, some German infantry. Since, like I said, there's too much meleeing going on. But there is a gun that's just setting up here. This definitely needs taking out. There's a lot of line infantry here. Le Bourbon. These guys need to go in and just get this gun, like, immediately. Don't let it set up. Don't let it unlimber. What else got here? The Doges. Got some sappers here as well. It's a grenadier unit. Pretty much. It's a small grenadier unit, but it is one. There is a Ulan here as well, still guarding this gun, so you need to be careful with that. And it looks like they might go to the Le Bourbon. Can't form square. Right now, they seem like they're busy dueling with some skirmishers. But really, they should just go in. Just go in with this unit and just take out that gun. There's plenty more infantry they can replace with Le Bourbon once they're dead. Like all these provisional infantry. Lance, yeah, he's still sort of chasing down. I don't think these guys ever really reset up these woods. I don't know if some of them seem like they've been routing a while. Some have been re-rallying and rerouting. And I think the Gros Hussars might be dead as well. I can't see them alive anywhere. Oh no, they're still there. They're still there. 67 of them, looking for an opportunity to do something. I mean, they've lost half their unit pretty much, and they've not done a lot at all. There you go. The Bourbon is gone in. La Bourbon. The Bourbons. There you go. They routed the gun, but they're probably going to get routed here by Ulans. It's a worthy sacrifice. There you go. I mean, that little line infantry there taking out the gun. That's much more. I mean, the gun will be much more expensive than that line infantry. And yeah, as you can see, shots firing. My gun did rout. It was so close to getting to the other side. It's sad to see. And here we go. Now they're storming the river of the Austrians themselves. It's like roles reversed. You see the Laguerre there firing and going into melee. Obviously they need to. And here we go. What's now going in? Grenadiers of the Boom. Those bearskin hatted men storming the river and turning it from blue to red. And there you go, the Laguerre's been routed, but the Grenadiers in the river should do just fine. They're winning against, looks like a militia type of some sort. And then we also got those book teams here. They can just start shooting into the side of these guys here and just doing damage to them. They'll rout them, then they could restorm this side of the river, could the French try and get rid of it. I mean, the Austrians are slowly getting their final forces in. I think the Gros Hussars went for a charge. Looks like around here and bailed. Looks like they might have died, but that's a shame. The last little pressure on this sort of flank here, lost for the French. It looks like, yeah, one unit breaking for the Austrians in the river, and it looks like as well France is now making an assault. They've managed to clear out some of these units over here. The Guard is still, intact. We've still got some Grognards alive. They've managed to get rid of small, sort of militia units by the looks of it. And now it's an assault onto these Austrians here. It's the final sort of Austrian defense here. On this side, they've still got a gun and some cavalry and their generals. Not too shabby. And another building captured. Oh, they've captured this ruin. Okay, I mean, I don't think they need to really, but good for the French. Lands setting up some provisional infantry. I mean, these guys should absorb the first hits, not the Guard. Don't let the Guard absorb the hits. We've got some Voltigare combines here. Full Guard, and it looks like, it looks like saps as well, trying to get everything forward here. The Grenadiers have won in that river, so they might, and it looks like they are re-assaulting this side of the river. I think they've bitten off more than they can chew. They're going to attempt that. 44 of them left, though. They are probably going to rout. Yep, they are spent. There's another Grenadier here, though. The Blue's still got plenty of Grenadiers. These guys have seen a lot of action as well. There's Bucatines just shooting into the river. Anything that goes into that river getting blasted. Also seems like there's line infantry here waiting. Yeah, just shooting anything that comes out of there. Very, very nice. And here we go. The Guard going in over here. Forming square. Baiting in this cav. Forming square. They beat that other unit in melee. Very nice. And now somebody needs to charge the guns. Somebody needs to go in and get these guns. This is so vulnerable. The squares can defend any sort of assault, but yeah, somebody needs to go in. The sappers maybe. Get those guns. Get those guns, boys. Go in, you mad lads. Yes, with your aprons. In they go. And actually, so are the Trilliers. There you go. They're going to go in as well. I mean, the Austrians just shot their own guns as well. That's not going to help with the morale. Actually, they might rout them themselves. I mean, looks like the Austrians just routed their own men, actually. The sappers did none of the work there. Sappers are going to go into the next unit. And they are a grenadier type, so they should be able to rout them. The Trilliers here, forming square. I mean, they're going to get the Ladoges instead. They might rout these guys. Good volley into the side there of the Lancers, routing them, and the sappers are going down the line. Yeah, the Ladoges routed. Another volley from those Trillier Grenadiers would be mighty appreciated. Squares are trying to be formed up. The sappers have routed, but they've done their work. And now the French are going in along the line. We've got the Grognards going in. These last few brave veterans. And the Trillier Chasseurs is getting just sent flying back. Here we go, Voltigare combines. Looks like the remains of another Grognard unit down to 19 men. These guys are really going to fight to the last man. They honestly might. But here we go, yeah, Voltigare combines looking forward. Got some healthy units over here for the French. If the Guard was to fail, there's some healthy-ish units left. There you go, got rid of them. And yeah, there's plenty here now for the French. Well, plenty of French units here to deal with those last few Austrians. Now the assault is to come to retake this side of the river. This is the first side that they took, and now they have to come back across. Divisional infantry here, grenadiers as well. They are going to be needed. We need to keep them safe. They're going to be needed to storm across here. There's a gun being put up here as well. The Grenadiers is currently covering it. But once they're out of the way, so that gun in place on the river, on the bridge, is going to be very tough to clear out. And there's that sneaky little French unit here, the Les Belgiers, coming into the back lines. Hopefully they can get something done. I imagine they're just going to get routed by this Ulan. Yeah, here we go. Gun now setting up here. That's going to win any sort of infantry duel on the river. The provisional infantry here probably going to be the first to be hit. There's a lot of Davout's sort of provisional infantry here that is waiting. Yeah, they're probably going to get blasted away. There is also a horse artillery, that 8-pound artillery cheval there. That is, I think, shooting all these units on this corner here, basically hitting anything that fights there. The French can cross here. As you can see, the Austrians are doing it themselves, one by one anyway. It's very tight shooting. It's not a good idea for an assault. But yeah, definitely could be a solid tactic. I mean, the French should probably go attack this now. Like, attack the blob of Austrians just stood here. This will affect morale, and might give them a chance to rally the other units. And this Austrian unit here that is fully stationed here pretty much might not fire whilst they're still crossing the Austrians. We'll see. We'll see. And as you can see, the French have blown away those remaining Austrians. They got rid of them. Just a few generals left. That's all that is remaining there now. It's now just who is going to make the first move. I'm going to just fast forward a little bit because I can't remember how quickly we actually make an assault. If we even do make an assault. I think we do. We do make an assault pretty soon. It looks like Voltaire combines, and it looks like Laguerre also getting set up ready for a line fight. But I don't think we have enough men to win a line fight at this point. We will see. I feel like the real assault's going to come from over here. Across this bridge, and then and across the river. I think it's the best place to give it a go. And the guns can only fire once. Like, once they fire once, it's going to be difficult for a second volley to get off before another infantry unit comes in. Because likelihood is they'll fire a canister, they'll rout the first unit, but if a second unit follows it up, then it should get the guns. Another building captured. Who's capturing all these buildings? Okay, the French, just in case, really going for an LOC victory here. I mean, it's not one of those. It is, well, I guess it is in the sense that it's a hold the town hall, but it's not any of the other LOCs, put it like that. Not that the Austrians really have one either. They're all just kind of stuck by this burning out LOC. Such a good looking unit, the Voltaire combines. I do like the look of it. Keep it up, men! Keep it up! Blasting away. But yeah, if you want to see more Napoleonic historical battles, I have actually got a whole sort of playlist. I think it's like nearly over 130 battles on there now that we've now covered, which is incredible. And we've got loads of historical battles. There's two big ones, which I am waiting for an update for those. Hoping that we're going to get 1813 in the future, so we can do like Lutzen and Bautzen, because I'd like to do those with 1813 and Leipzig probably again, but we've done Leipzig already with like 1812 cores. That worked pretty well. Yeah, I'd like to see Lutzen and Bautzen done with 1813. Hopefully we'll get that soon. It's kind of like the biggie that we're kind of missing, because that is a fairly big campaign. We have also got a fair few big 1814 ones to do again, but the maps are just so buggy, like Crayon, Leon, some of those that I'd like to do, but the maps just don't really work at all that we have the custom maps. Hopefully they're going to get fixed, but we'll see. It looks like as a general, I think a general's routed here. I don't know how, but he has been. I think just from fire, maybe from artillery, maybe. But here we go. An assault has been made. This is the assault. The provisional infantry going across first, sending in the expendables. But yeah, if you haven't checked out any of the other like battles from the Napoleonic playlist, how haven't you? Because there are so many of them. But yeah, I'll leave a link for like in the description, or you'll be able to find at least one or two of the battles. There are so many of them. But this will be the newest addition to that playlist, that is for sure. Chilier Chasseurs going in. And yeah, the Guard leading the way. Their insane morale, still winning that fight. The Guard really have done great work here today. They've made the difference. Trilliers really do look a little funny. They don't look very Frenchy. They look a little bit more Spanish in style. Trillier Grenadiers arriving here. We've got some decent-sized guardsmen. And Grenadiers now coming across as well. Bavou actually himself leading the way as well. And yeah, the French getting stuck in the Grognards here, literally fighting down to like 5 men, and finally are broken. Incredible. The other one's broken at 6. Insane. There you go. Now line infantry has to go in from Davout, try and repel the Austrian counter-assault on this flank here. Going to need more infantry soon as well. But the Guard has broken through the centre. There's a general here waiting. But yeah, now they can cross much more easily, can the French, if they want to. Looks like a cav unit was also thrown in. That's routed. France has been victorious here, though. They managed to clear out these Austrians. And they are back across. And that didn't actually was not as difficult as it was getting across originally, but a lot more Austrians that time. And also the Guard is here to help this time. Yeah, very nicely done. Now it's just sort of killing off these last few units here. It's just who can do it. There you go. Slowly climbing this hill. And in a moment, I think, yeah, the Guard's going in. Trillier Chasseurs there, charging in. Trillier Grenadiers following on. I think everything just is mass routing now because of units around them are routing. There's still a couple of generals over here and a skirmisher. They're just being boxed in. And there's a little Legere here that's just, making sure these guys do not recross. But the battle is pretty much over, and there you go. The Battle of Ratisbon is going to be a French victory here today, and yeah, it's going to follow history. So yeah, it certainly was a fun one. Lannes, did prove his worth. Didn't have to, scale the walls like he did in history, and Napoleon didn't get wounded or even killed, which is also, a big bonus. I guess maybe him being killed would technically be him being wounded in today's battle. But yeah, certainly a fun one. I did enjoy it. Grenadiers of Davout going in. Bayonet charging a general. Skewer him, boys. Skewer him. Looks like, yeah, they should red line in a moment, that general there. Get rid of him. And another general's coming forward here. He's just going to get kebabbed in a moment. There you go, there's one general gone. And yeah, we're just waiting on the other one now to die. And again, it can be Grenadier. Oh, it's Eugene's Normandy infantry going in. Very nice, boys. Get some revenge for all the pain that you had to deal with on this side of the river with the Austrians here. There we go. And the Grenadiers go back in as well. And also the Guard just shooting, the backs of these men. Just, trying to get their own kills. Cheeky little boys. So demanding, always needing kills. But there you go, guys. That is today's battle. That certainly was a fun one. We should get the end results in a second. There they are. Marvelous. This is from my perspective, I think, playing as Eugene. But yeah, thank you to everyone else that came and took part in this one. It was certainly a fun one. It was part of a stream that we did a little while ago. And yeah, it was a really fun one. If you ever want to get involved in any streams as well, feel free to join my Discord. The link is down below in the description. You're more than welcome to come along, whether you're a veteran player or whether you're a brand new player to NTW3. We accept all. But yeah, hopefully you've had a good look at all those stats there. I actually didn't get many kills, unfortunately. Yeah, I got like 92 kills with one of my La Doges there. It's probably the best. My cousin's the Emperor 88. I thought my Legere might do the best. Normandy 87, 81 with the Grenadier. But yeah, my Dragoons just not really needed in this one. I spent a fair amount of money on them, but I knew no one else was really going to bring the cav that we might need to deal with the Austrians in the end of the year, like my Grosshussars 11. Oof, that's sad to see. But there you go, guys. That is today's NTW3 battle. If you did enjoy and want to see more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show support. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.